up, guys? It's Max and Chuck back at it again. If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 movements would you do?
And we talked about this a little bit, and collectively we agreed that your first one being a squat position. A squat is very, very functional. You need it for a quality of life to be able to squat down vertically with your torso up to be able to pick up objects. So a squat is one of those functional movements that utilizes a lot of the muscles in your body, from the lower limbs, torso, and upper body, to get a functional movement going. And you can always progress a little bit more on that.
Sure, you can always get better at a squat, which is kind of where bod box comes into play. It's something that can train you by optimizing which types of squat you're doing so that you can progress through that movement in complexity.
Yes.
So maybe you go from a simple squat to like an elevated squat.
Elevated squat, or adding more weight like a goblet or a barbell on your back. But surely bod box is allowing you and watching you to give the necessary corrections before you add the resistance to the body.
Yeah, definitely. So the first movement is a squat. What's your second pick?
Second one is a hinge. So it's when you bend over and your hips are higher than your knees, you're still engaging many, many muscles within the body. And the body does work as one system. So a hinge is basically the posterior motion. You reach over, bend over, touch your toes, pick up something from the ground. Very, very healthy for the body, and it's important to know how to utilize that motion properly.
And we're going to cut to some clips of Max doing that movement in the gym, but also at home, which is another key factor of bod box, is that you can use that anywhere.
Why we chose these, because if you don't have access to a gym and you only have your home or a stranded desert, like we were talking, you want to be able to squat or hinge at the body, and it'll create strength within, good flexibility, as well as just an overall better feeling.
Now, what's your third pick?
The third one, we wanted to involve the upper body as well. And I think having a large range of motions, 180 degrees, is vital for many sports, but at the same time for general health. You know, we all like top shelf items, and they have to be a little bit higher, so you want to be able to reach over your head.
So functionally speaking, that's
a clean and press.
You need to be able to do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, when we get older too, and we sit a lot more, we start to hunch over, and then our arms are harder to put over our head. So it is extremely important not to be able to just do a horizontal motion as such, but to be able to put your arm fully over your head at 180 degrees by your ear. So the motion that we chose, the third one, would be a clean and press. And we have videos showing us doing it in the gym, but as well as in the home setting with objects such as water bottles or soda cans, backpacks. Grab onto some resistance and follow the motions. So
we were a little bit afraid that the water jugs would spill out, so make sure they're locked on tight there before you do your movements.
You can add extra tape if you want to the lids. Ideally, you would have a dumbbell or something else.
A kettlebell, something simple.
Yeah, kettlebell. But the idea is that you're going from a hinge position, you're popping up the weight onto your shoulder, and then you're pressing it over your head in a vertical motion. There's a lot more to it than that, but bod box is there to help give you corrections. So,
and it has hundreds of movements, not just these 3. We wanted to do this to give you guys an idea of if you have 10 minutes in the gym, you're stuck on an island. We keep referencing that.
Yeah.
What are you going to go to? What are the most important functional movements?
To summarize it, it's a squat, it's a hinge, aka deadlift, and a clean and press.
But join us with bod box in 2021 and experience the plethora of movements that it will have for you, and training that's going to come out of this algorithm.
So join on while you can, invest your time into the community, and let's live a healthier lifestyle. Peace.